start the flight.
Good morning, and welcome to yet another episode on Strictly Flying. Today, we are going to continue our normal commute with KLM to Brazil, and we'll start off this episode with our first leg, from Stavanger to Amsterdam. We're well into fall here in Norway. And the mornings are exceptionally chilly. Just like today, with only 4 degrees Celsius. And patches of fog everywhere. This usually means de-icing of the aircrafts parked overnight at the airport, which in turn will ultimately lead to delays. I've got a few hours in Amsterdam, before my connecting flight to Brazil, so I'm not too worried. Let's go check in. We are now into October, and Europe has seen another massive wave of COVID-19 infections. This ultimately means virtually all European countries are now on the red list, and all movements between the countries will lead to quarantine time upon arrival. Since I'm only connecting in Amsterdam, and I've got a permanent visa for Brazil, I won't have any issues. However, for those who are curious, Brazil has opened its borders to tourism, given that a valid health insurance for your stay is presented upon check-in. If you're ever visiting Norway, then here is one important tip for you. Always buy your quota of alcohol and tobacco in the duty-free shop before leaving the airport. Unless you want to pay $60 for a liter of vodka, or $10 for a pint of beer later. Norway is ridiculously expensive, and now you've been warned. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to our gate. Here's our aircraft for today. An Embraer E190. Let's see if we need to de-ice her before takeoff. Thank you. My seat for today is 6A. In economy comfort. The leg room is fine, not great for economy comfort in my opinion, but it will do for an hour's flight. Not much to see out the window either.
On the flight deck, my name is Sven and we get on this flight towards Amsterdam. Next to me is Finn, this is my colleague on the flight deck, and also we have the chemical warm welcome aboard. It's now 3 minutes behind scheduled departure time. Almost fully ready now. We were missing one passenger, and due to security reasons, luggage needs to be taken off this aircraft, which is almost finished, I guess. If I look outside, yeah, it's almost finished already. So we are ready to leave. We do have a short exit time today. However, there is a bit of ice on the aircraft. It needs to be taken off before we can commence a safe flight towards Amsterdam. It's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes, and after that we can commence our flight towards Amsterdam. We do have a solid departure and a flight time today of 1 hour and 5 minutes. With that flight time, I still do expect an on-time arrival in Amsterdam. Look on your connection information. All connections should be perfectly fine. Once we do approach Amsterdam, me and my colleague will come back with the latest arrival and connection information. For now, may I please remind you that it is mandatory to wear your face mask over both your nose and mouth during the entire flight. Few moments of your patience, please, and have a pleasant one.
Just as I suspected. But I'm not worried. I've got a few hours in Amsterdam before my flight to Rio de Janeiro, so I'll be fine.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
personal belongings. Please be careful when opening the luggage bins, as items may have moved during takeoff and could fall out.
As always, food on board this short flight is a piece of dry cake, a cup of water, a beverage of your choice, and a cup of coffee or tea.
Into Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. The latest expected arrival time at the moment is 5 minutes past 8 local time in the morning. And This means it will arrive a couple of minutes late today. However, we just received the message from the company that all transport connections can be made. There's one flight to London that has a short connection. Besides that, we also received the most recent weather information for Amsterdam. The weather looks nice and calm. We've got a cloudy sky and temperatures 8 degrees centigrade. We sincerely hope you enjoyed your flight with us today from Stavanger to Amsterdam. For those passengers with a connecting flight, I'd like to wish you a good onward journey. And for those passengers with Amsterdam as a destination, a pleasant stay, or of course a welcome home and welcome thuis. Dank u wel, thank you and goodbye.
Amsterdam. Please remain seated. You may now switch on your phone and other devices. On arrival, after the fasten seatbelt sign is switched off, we will disembark. Row by row, starting with row 1. When it's your turn to stand up, be careful, collecting your belongings from the luggage bins, as items could fall out. Please respect the distance rules and remain seated until the passengers in the row in front of you move towards the exit. We wish you a pleasant stay or good onward journey. Thank you from all crew working on this flight. We look forward to seeing you aboard KLM again soon.
Karud is on the slides.
Thank you for joining me on yet another flight. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. And please consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. It's been a pleasure as always. Until next time, be safe. And see you soon, on Strictly Flying.